Yo, what's up, everybody? It's new to great. Um, Starting my YouTube journey. This is Yap session number one, as you can see. Um, so today, we're gonna talk about basketball. With me, my basketball career. So, started playing basketball when I was 10 years old, um, and I grew to love the game. Before I started playing basketball, I was a soccer player. I remember, going to Atlanta with my aunt and her putting me in different soccer camps and stuff like that. And, you know, me playing soccer. So I just remember playing. Um, I was in good camps and stuff like that, had good exposure. I just didn't have a love for the game like that. Um, you could say I was lazy. I mean, I was running up and down the field and stuff like that. And um, kicking the ball. I just didn't love it as much as I did basketball. But also around that same time, um, I decided to, pick up a basketball. And at that time, I also started watching the NBA. But I was also playing the piano at the time. I played piano for some time. I definitely got to get back into that. But I decided to pick up a ball for the first time. I was watching the NBA. I was watching prime Russell Westbrook and you know James Harden. Um, you feel me? Kemba Walker, just watching all these guys going crazy and stuff like that. And from there, I decided to, start playing basketball. Um, but really, it came from this one situation. I remember being back in school and stuff like that. There was a guy, no idea if he's gonna see this video, but his name was Mason or whatever. We used to be friends in school and stuff like that. And basically, it's one of those situations where you know how you might be friends with someone and then they get friends with somebody else and then they kind of like cut you off a little bit, or like you're not as cool. But anyways, he ended up making the basketball team. Or whatever. He was super nice. This was like seventh grade, and he came. And one day, my school had a pep rally. Um, and they called out. They had the microphone and stuff. They was calling out to the crowd. He was like, "Who wants to play Mason 1-on-1?" Blah blah blah. So what did I do? I don't really know why I did it. I can't remember the situation that well. But I went up and I was like, I'll play Mason or whatever, right? Ended up playing 1-on-1 with him in front of the school. He had Hirachis on too, so realistically he could have rolled his ankle. But ended up cooking me, right? He had a hoodie on too. So he ended up cooking me. So I'd say from then, and me watching NBA and that 1-on-1 in front of the school, because I got cooked, that's when I decided to start taking basketball seriously. So, every day after school, I would go and I would do dribbling drills. You know what I'm saying? In my front yard, I'd be doing ball handling drills and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And my to the point where I had holes in my socks. It was crazy. I would do my homework, or before I would do my homework, go outside every day. And this was wintertime at the time too. I would just go and dribble and stuff like that. Between the legs, behind the back, and then I was just dribbling up and down my driveway. Even in the street, at some time, cars was passing. I just get out the way and just keep dribbling. And like I said, it got to a point where I was holes in my socks. I had to throw so many socks away. It was crazy. I started working on my ball handling, and I think I tried out my eighth grade year, stuff like that. Um, I ended up making it, I think, but I still wasn't as good starting off my journey. Anyway, if you start off anything, you're gonna be bad at it. But I remember trying out eighth grade year, and I remember, shout out to Coach Bo. No idea if he's gonna see this video either, but he was just a coach that motivated you to be better. He was hard on you. He just had that old school, you feel me, type of mentality when it came to the game. But anyways, end up that eighth grade tryout or whatever. I tried out. It was a lot of running for sure. I had to be conditioned, a lot of ball handling. Um, you know what I'm saying? 3-man weave, 2-on-1, 3-on-1 fast break. Simple stuff. And yeah, I, I just remember. Yeah, I remember busting my ass in that try. I was really just trying to be first in everything. Beat everybody in the suicides and the drills. Just really showcase what I can do. And I was like 5'6" at the time too. Yeah, 5'6", 5'7", maybe 5'8". But I was short. I remember I was short. Um, but I ended up making it or whatnot. I was still a bench warmer. And it's crazy. I was a forward then, but maybe 5'8" was tall. but I was a forward then. And then I had to climb my way up to the ranks. You know, this is probably like the first of my basketball journey, but you all start somewhere. And I just remember at that time too, my school was going out recruiting other kids from other schools, and we had a really good team. So of course I'm gonna be the bench warmer because I wasn't that good, and I think I was JV. Um, my skill, I think I was pretty good at defense and because I was a forward, I didn't have the ball in my hand like that. So worked on my rebounding, my defense. Um, Definitely grew an IQ for the game because I guess if you're not a really good ball handler, um, you just when you see the game for so long, you just learn IQ. You just learn IQ over time. So um, that ended up happening. Ninth grade year, I got better, came back, tried out again. Because the real stigma is if you're pretty good, they say coach has favorites, but if you got to really stand out at a tryout, because coach, honestly, I'm gonna be real, coach usually has his picks for who he want. You really got to stand out at a tryout if you're going, what I'm saying, make the team. But came out ninth grade year. Like I said, at that time we had a really really good team. Um, so ninth grade year or whatever, came back. We had good seasons too. Um, Still working on my game. It was at this point in time I was going to the YMCA and stuff like that, working on my guard skills, and I did that for years. Even though I'm in college now, but um, went to the YMCA, was working on my ball handling, my shooting, playing against comp because in the area, like I said, I'm from Fayetteville, but in that area and stuff like that, a lot of different players I was playing against. Just you got to put yourself in situations to grow, whether you're getting cooked or whether you're playing against people that are better than you. The only way to get better at something in life, well, at least in basketball, is to play against other people. Same thing in life. If you're competing for that job, if you want to get that car, if you want to make all A's, if you want to join Greek life, if you want to become the dean, not well, I'm sure deans at colleges or whatever had to put in fair share of work to get there, but you just have to really put in the work if you really want it. And anyways, I'm getting off topic. That's my ADHD. That's a whole another video. Like I said, this is my first video anyway. So you just got to be really disciplined about your craft. So ninth grade year, I came back, was conditioned. Like I said, working on stuff at the Y. I think at this point I became a starter for JV. I don't really remember that well. I'm trying to tell the story the best as I can, but I came back, got better. But like I said, my strengths was because I'm a forward at the time. I grew, but um, I was really good at defense, rebounding, my IQ, finishing at the basket, of course, because I'm like right there, so I just gotta put it up. Um, but that's when I really grew to love the game. Um, Again, it gave me confidence. I wasn't always a basketball player. I was really basically I was a nerd. I grew up, got bullied, all of that. I just was trying to find an outlet for my pain, my depression, for being bored. Staying in shape, and that's how my love for the game kind of grew. 10th grade, I became a starter or whatever. Also, I'm gonna be real. I'd have to get in contact with my coach and stuff like that. I got people that can vouch for me that I know, but I did play, basketball in school for 5 years. My eighth grade, ninth grade, my eighth grade year, freshman all the way to senior year. I could post like maybe one game of my highlights because most of my highlights got deleted off YouTube. I might have to get in contact with my coach or the head coach at the school to see if he could pull it up. I doubt it because I graduated in 2022. It's 2024. It's 2 years from now. But I got people that can vouch for me or whatever. If they see this video, they know who they are. But who can say I played basketball or whatever at that school. But 10th grade year came around. Like I said, I wasn't getting enough PT. You feel me? To really begin in the game like that. So like I said, I'm still working on my game. Like I said, we're recruiting from other schools, so our team's pretty good. I think our team. I never played AAU either, so I feel like I was I was a self-taught hooper. I was just working on stuff on my own. Just YouTube was my best friend. I wasn't watching as many basketball creators as I do now, but YouTube was my best friend. I was watching the NBA all the time. You feel me? So yeah, 10th grade came around. Um, I didn't really get the shine really till like my junior, my senior year. 10th grade came around. Basically, I think 10th or 11th grade, I had a growth spurt. So I was like, I was telling y'all, I was 5'8", you know what I'm saying, 5'9". But now I'm like 6'2". I'm 6'4" right now, but I grew like 9 inches. So let's say like if I was five, because I think they have my profile on Max Preps, but they don't have anything there. So I think I was 5'6", 5'6". So 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", 6'4", 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". We're gonna say I was 5'7", 5'7". So I grew like 9 inches, whatever. I was 6'2", 6'3". And then they moved me to the center position. I was the tallest player in my school. So at that point, you already, yeah, for those who know, you know what I'm saying? You tell me about your experience in high school center and basketball at your high school. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, I could have been a guard, but that just wasn't my skill set. So I grew to, 6'2", 6'3", became a center. Um, Another reason I don't think I played college basketball because I didn't get like recruited like that. I went to Alpha Academy in Fayetteville. It's a small school. Nobody really, if I go to Fayetteville right now and I ask around, they're gonna be like, "Where is that at?" And I always got to tell them it's on Rayford Road, behind the Jersey Mike's, behind the pawn shop. So kind of unknown, but you guys might hear about me soon. I don't know, in the future. Who knows? Um, but we were 6'2", 6'3", started playing center. As my conditioning got up, I got really good at like blocking shots, anticipating, of course, rebounding, defense, like I said. Also, my form was I changed my form like 3 times. I didn't shoot. I'm gonna be real. It's almost like I was like a high school Shaq. I didn't shoot any jump shots in the game. I just remember shooting free throws. Um, and of course back to the basket. But I changed my form 3 times. First, my form was like it looked like Magic Johnson type shit. So like I would shoot and I just have my hand up and then like literally just like this. But of course, as I got to college and playing and pickup and stuff like that, I had to change my jump shot. So as I remember, I started shooting with one hand type shit, and you feel me. Over time, I remember I was talking to my grandpa, and he was like, you know what I'm saying, if you want to play college basketball or high level basketball, you need to change your jump shot. I was like, so what I got to do? He was like, you just start shooting higher, like have a higher set point. So I was like, okay. Then I started shooting like this. You feel me? Like sort of shooting straight up. But then, right, I was overexerting myself in terms of my arms because that's a lot of load when you're shooting a jump shot, a lot of pressure. So I'm like, okay. So now I'm like, all right, I'm shooting too high, or it's not sustainable. Like if I'm trying to I have a set jump shot. I don't have a fluid jump shot. So I'm like, so I thought about myself. I was like, let me try one more time, right? So I'm like, okay, I got to bring my jump shot down now. So I started from up here and I brought it down like a little bit, like this. Feel me? So and then it started. That's what it worked for me. I'm gonna be real. Anybody I play in Piggy or I played against that knows me, they know my jump shot is like super unorthodox, but it goes in. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You feel me? Um, so yeah, 10th grade, 11th grade, it had a little growth spurt, and then senior, literally like into junior year and senior year, that's when I became like really like in a way like the number one option. So we played a lot of games. I think we played like 10, 15 games. I went to a charter school, so we didn't play games like that, but or something was going on with the scheduling. I played 10, 15 games. I became, in a way, the number one option. It got to, I love the game to the point where I didn't even get my driver's license. I kind of regret that, or like my driver's ed, but I'm 20 now. I'm working on that right now. But it's just, those who know. It was just the love of the game for me. Um, I still got teammates to talk to this day, Kamari and Nigel. Kamari was the guard, wasn't the point guards at the time. Um, don't really know what he's doing right now, but he's getting his life together or whatever. Um, but yeah, he's super tough, strong. You know what I'm saying? He was shot. He was short, but he was pretty strong. Could finish at the rim, shoot really well. Big hands, so he could pound the ball. Um, real tough, real tough. And Nigel, you know what I'm saying? Really good shooter, good defender. Um, it was a little uncoordinated, but he was tough. Like if I was to play him right now, like it's night and day. You know what I'm saying? When it came to high school and stuff like that, it's just how he work on his game. Um, yeah. So 11th, 12th grade, I kind of became the number one option in a way because all the people my coach was recruiting, they kind of left. or whatever. It's going to college, getting older. So I finally had my chance to shine. I remember one game in particular, don't know if it's on YouTube. I had like maybe 25 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, something like that. We lost. I think we played Trinity. Trinity was always going to bust our ass, but played Trinity. And then I remember my senior night, I might have had like 30 or something like that. But it just goes to show you it happens. Nothing in life is gonna come overnight. It happens with time. It's just like how you know what I'm saying, uh, commit to putting in the work every day to try to get better. Um, you could say people can make excuses saying, he's more talented than me or his genetics. The work is gonna show. And 9 times out of 10, what I see nowadays, at least in the YouTube space or just basketball in general, team chemistry will beat talent every time. If you know how to play with certain players, you know their play style and their tendencies, you're gonna win that. You're gonna win those games just because you know your personnel. Like a team of 5 stars might not get it together because they got their egos in the way, and they don't really know each other like that. Rather than a team that's been playing together for 2 to 5 years and just know how to play together, and they'll bust that team's ass just because they know each other. They know how to play with each other. They know how to um, deal with, overcome adversity and just, trust each other. It's all about trust. Um, but yeah, ended up graduating in 2022. Didn't get to play in college. I feel like if I would have talked to my coach a little bit more, I could have played at South Carolina, but I just didn't take advantage of my opportunities at that time. I'm still playing pickup right now. I go to North Carolina A&T. Just trying to work on my game. I didn't make the team. I'm a sophomore now. I'm a criminal justice major. I don't play there right now, at least on the club team or the college team, but I'm still working on my game. And that me understanding that life goes on without basketball. I went through a whole identity crisis because I was so focused on basketball, which I was talking to my friends about today. Like, life moves on after basketball. You don't have to um, you don't have to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, your life because of basketball. And that's what happened to me. Like, I was playing basketball for so long, I didn't really want to know what to do when I went to college. And, I fell off that path and I struggled in school. That's a topic for a whole other video. But basketball, in a way, because I was in a dark place, it brought me, peace, happiness. And just when I played basketball, I forgot about the world for a second. It was therapy for me. I and I just really love the game because of what it did for me and at that time and my confidence and other things. I just grew to love the game. So yeah, I still play pickup nowadays. I played in the church league for a little bit. People might say the championship we got was Mickey Mouse, but not my problem with the comp we played. But you know, I still love the game. Still watch the NBA. Um, so yeah, like basketball ain't the end all be all though. Like, cause what if I did make the team, right? Or I went to college and I got injured, right? Because thank God I didn't have any crazy injuries in high school, but I still get injured from time to time. Like I might roll my ankle or my knee might hurt, but it comes with the game. But if let's say I play for a college right now and I don't know, rolled my ankle or fractured it or something like that, I'm sitting out the whole year. I got to rehab. I got to get back in the gym. I got to do all these other things. So basketball ain't the end all be all. You got to have a backup plan if basketball doesn't work out. That's why I was so intent on getting internships and stuff like that, because it's just a game. There's so many NBA players nowadays where they're in the league. They played in high school, they bust ass. They went in college, they bust ass. They got to all the way to the big leagues. Yeah, they played 10 years. Some of them were superstars and some of them had solid careers, but when they come out, what do they have? Nothing. They don't have anything on their resume. They don't have any skills. They don't have any certifications. They don't have anything they can bring to a job. So in a way, they have to start over. So basketball is not the end all be all. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's going to conclude this video for Yap session number 1, which is my basketball generally and my take on basketball in general. If you guys want to hear me talk about more about basketball and how I see the game, subscribe, like, comment, do all that, and I'll speak on it some more. But It's my first YouTube video. I think I did pretty well. The video is about maybe 20 minutes. So yeah, just remember that basketball ain't the end all be all. And if you want to take it to another level, just keep working on your game. But yeah, if you guys want to hear me talk more about basketball and how I view the game, subscribe, like, comment, show love, and I'll make another video. It's been New to Great. Y'all have a good one.